we're going to have to keep the heat in mind, and there's a lot of yard work to do across parts of the area after today's storms. A lot of tree damage in much of the area, including this here in Dixon. Thanks to Jeffrey for sending this in. Looks like a large part of this tree pretty much just snapping in half in their backyard. So that's definitely a lot of hard labor to do across much of the area where we saw this kind of tree damage across the area. And if you are going to be heading out and doing that, just make sure to be staying safe. But these storms were fueled by high heat and humidity. You likely noticed that earlier on this afternoon. Got up to 94 degrees earlier on today. Now that's just 2 degrees shy of the record high today. Now record highs later on this week, fairly unlikely. We'll be needing to get closer or into the hundreds, so not quite going to be reaching that kind of heat, but we will be staying very hot and humid all week, and that even includes tonight. Temperatures only getting down to the low 70s. Now this is about where we are right now after the storms came through. We may even see temperatures warming up a little bit as we head through the overnight hours, even with mostly clear skies, but it's southwest winds that's bringing in that hot and humid air, and we're really going to feel that tomorrow. Temperatures quickly climbing with plenty of sunshine, getting into those low to mid 90s in terms of air temperatures, but we're going to be factoring in that humidity too. We're going to be seeing the heat indices into the upper 90s, and likely going to see some spots flirting with 100 as we head at times throughout the afternoon. As we head later on in the day, 95 degrees for a high, maximum heat index of around 98, though some spots, like I mentioned, could get close to 100. Really the only kind of solace we can take is some wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour throughout the day, but still, if you are going to be out there cleaning up from the storms or whatever you are doing tomorrow, if you're going to be outside, try to limit your time outside if you can, and just make sure to stay hydrated, and also make sure to check the pavement too. Not something we often think about, but as we're talking about these air temperatures into the 90s, concrete, especially in the direct sunlight, we're talking about between 125 and 140 degrees. And when we talk about asphalt or blacktop, at 95 degrees, like the high tomorrow, in the direct sunlight, 155 degrees. So make sure to check the pavement if you're taking the dog out for a walk, or just mainly just try to keep the dog on the grass if you can, if you are heading outside. And again, limit your time outside if you can, because we have major heat risks across much of the area. And on Tuesday, that turns into extreme risks because we are talking about very high levels of heat and humidity over an extended period of time, and little chances for rain both tomorrow and Tuesday. Could have some very isolated showers developing, but that would be about it. Better chances for thunderstorms really from Wednesday and then onwards, as we have better forcing to develop some scattered thunderstorms as highs stay in the 90s. And in your most accurate 10-day forecast, it's not until next weekend that we get anything resembling kind of relief, with highs in the middle 80s as we head towards Sunday, with continued on and off chances for storms. So Sam, really just make sure to keep the heat in mind as we head throughout the next week.